But none of that stuff while Amy's not here.
Oh, you got Skittlepox and everyone.
Right, not to be kind of mixing up and or confusing our audience, but the American Starburst ads about like how they get the juice into the Starbursts.
1 second now, right? What do you mean, our audience? We have no fucking audience.
That we know of.
No, like no one.
How do we know that like we aren't getting reblogged to somewhere off in Eastern Europe or something? So somebody is basically downloading our video and reposting it, and like we have a massive following.
We've got 18 subscribers on YouTube. So
here, any one of them could be copying our videos and uploading them somewhere else. How are we supposed to know?
The SWI audio podcast.
W?
IWF audio podcast. Video podcast. Better start this because nothing really happened this week, especially in the last hour and a bit.
No.
Better call there. Daniel Bryan announcing the fact that his back 3 weeks before WrestleMania has absolutely nothing to do with why we're doing this today.
No.
Not at all. I mean, like, who'd be interested in that?
There's no one be fucking interested in.
I just think it's interesting. The one member of this podcast who is not in favor of Daniel returning isn't here.
Well, at least he got cleared by the WWE doctor, so that means he must be fucking fine.
I love how on the website they go through a massive list of all the doctors and neurologists and everything that have reviewed him. It's like I think they're really trying to like cover themselves if something happens. They're like, here, all these people said it. We're taking their word for it. It's just.
But he's been cleared by outside doctors for ages. It's always been the WWE doctors that wouldn't.
Because they always wanted their people to clear.
I think it's mainly because he was holding them at ransom, where it was like, if I don't wrestle at Mania, I'm leaving.
I'll go somewhere else, yeah.
He's been saying that for God knows how long.
Well, the whole thing is, are WWE just going to go and get his return match, like...
Oh, Stan gone?
I broke up, didn't I? I just seen I froze. For fuck's.
Like, literally, it was...
Just stopped right now.
September?
Yeah, he's returning in September, so, like, what's the chances they're going to just, bring him back so they can have his return match, and then in September let him go off, and then he can go and have his match anywhere else, but it won't be a return match there.
I said this a couple of months ago on this very podcast that I wouldn't be surprised if WWE would really spiteful and went, fuck you.
We're getting it.
We're fucking getting this return match. Just return match, night after fucking Mania. I am fucked, lads. Can't come back. Sorry? Let's say he doesn't renew his contract, right? Let's say he still has no intention of renewing his contract. I mean, you've got a very short time span where he can knock out matches with Kurt Angle. If I do not get that match, I will stab someone. Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles in the WWE ring, fucking Pete Dunne in the WWE ring, fucking...
Somebody said it in the forum there. There is the rumors that AJ Styles is injured.
Oh my God. Don't
Daniel Bryan has just been cleared.
Don't play with me.
No, but like, what if he has to vacate the title?
Dan?
Shinsuke needs an opponent.
Don't.
It's obviously going to be John Cena, like.
Imagine John Cena just went on to SmackDown and went, Taker's definitely not replying to my calls.
Daniel Bryan, you're cleared. We'll have a match.
That'd be good, actually.
No, because then it'll be just Bella versus Bella and Cena versus
Oh yeah, but
not
you
see.
know they're gonna have Daniel Bryan in some sort of tag match. He's not gonna wrestle one-on-one for his first match back.
Yeah. And they'll do a suicide dive through the ropes.
Oh sure, he'll probably die halfway through it or something, doing some weird ass running knee
In
thing.
all fairness, like that's probably the way it is. It's like Daniel probably just agree to everything. Is like, yeah, I won't do that. I won't do that. Gets out there. Fuck it, I'm doing everything. I don't really care if they fire me. It's great.
That's the thing. He has no fear because he knows if they fire him, he walks right into every single
I know.
company.
Oh wait, do you know what they've probably done now? They're probably clearing him so that then they could actually bring in a non-compete clause.
That's smart.
That's the only reason they're doing it, isn't it?
Vince, this is all a master plan by Vince McMahon. This is what it is. Fuck the Young Bucks.
Yeah, because if they make him wrestle anytime within 90 days of that date in September, he'll fuck up everything.
There must have been, like, I said the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes probably weren't like really resting on him being able to come on that show, but they must be at home going, fuck this fucking close.
The next being the Elite should be interesting.
Just sitting there looking at their laptops, just going, shit.
I was like, now what do we do? Back to the drawing board.
I'd say they were planning for that without him.
They probably were, and I said it won't really affect like their plan A, but he must have been. They must have had him in the back of their heads going.
Definitely, of course. Like, they're not stupid.
Jesus, Amy actually posted the link.
Quick too, she's fucking amazing.
Hey, Amy did a thing.
Amy did the thing with the link and stuff.
Amy's proven that women can multitask because like she's supposedly at work.
She's supposedly at work. She's on social media,
and she's able to admin as well. So. Oh god.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
Nice. That's not a nice poll in the forum.
What? What is it?
How long before we get the next Daniel Bryan retirement speech?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the thing I posted in there?
The
Amy.
What it must be like for Amy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She literally commented like 2 minutes afterwards, going, after the first 3 times it was posted, I actually did this.
See, this is the thing. Whenever you said it in the chat, I was like, I'm not even going near the forum.
No,
because if you've just found out, so has everyone else the exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody said, could he be Braun's partner? Could you imagine if his return match was his Braun's partner?
Oh, wait. They could do that because Braun will do the whole match by himself, won't tag him in.
That's true. But then you'd have 2 people literally on the verge of retirement in one match. Because Sheamus is the same. He's fucking falling to bits. So, recipe for disaster.
What about another Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan match? Career versus career?
Just the 2 of them, like, trying not to die of arthritis or something.
Where, going by the doctors, Sheamus seems to be the only one here actually in danger. Daniel Bryan seems to be all right now. That supposed lesion on his brain was not what it was thought to be.
That's good.
Doctors fuck up all the time.
They do. I hate that. That's why I don't go to them. They're just shit.
Well, I don't recommend not going to doctors, like, at all. Like, I mean, there are times when you need to go to doctors.
Nah, be grand.
Just like, if they're telling you something, just don't always take it. Well,
Yeah.
look, we're going way off topic here again. I'm not giving out medical advice. This is not one of those shows.
To be fair, that's pretty much par for the course for us, to be honest.
No, I want to stick out to being a wrestling show today.
Okay.
For once.
Yeah.
Like, no, to be fair, like, as you said, you've got the best news ever, and we're not making much of it.
I think it's because we still don't know what he's going to do. You can't get excited until you know.
Yeah, because the other thing...
I feel like it's pretty obvious where this is going, yeah? Without calling the fuck all the bullshit, like, it is pretty obvious where this is going. I want Alex... Yeah, so it's not that hard, but...
But we've literally shown out 4 or 5 scenarios that could end up with a different...
Yeah, but realistically, he's going to be Shane McMahon's tag team partner in that match, which is a perfectly fine fucking return match as well, by the way.
Yeah.
What if he actually does turn heel and joins up with Sami and Kevin and just absolutely beats the crap out of Shane, and then we get Shane versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam?
Then my life will be complete. That is all. Aaron, what in the name of Jesus are you doing?
There's something on the table and I'm messing around with the coins.
If
Oh, Dan's gone again.
Fuck Vodafone.
Aaron watched Raw, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, I did.
How was Raw?
I wish that Raw started at 12 o'clock every week. That was a super easy show to watch. There was a lot of shit, but I was wide awake for it. And I didn't even realize how late it was until the final deletion match came up. And I went, oh shit, it's the end of the show.
What were the first 2 hours like? Because I seen the last hour.
Oh, fine. Don't ask me to give you specifics. But
actually, wait. No, I heard what happened at the start. I seen the clips of it. Yeah,
and I thought it was fantastic. I thought that was fantastic based on the fact that he bunked the last 2 weeks, didn't make any mention of him coming back. Made a whole storyline of it, and they finally come back out when he's got fucking handcuffed. Brock Lesnar finally comes out when Roman Reigns is handcuffed in the middle of the ring because once he knocked out the US Marshals, by the way, fucking odd. His music hit and he just stood there with the handcuffs going.
The whole fact that they were in Texas, the Texas have their own like police.
Oh right.
But so you have the Texas Rangers.
They put the fear of God into poor Roman.
But yeah, the music hit and it's just Roman Reigns standing there with his handcuffs like that, just going, "Oh, I fucked up." Oh shit.
That was like it's like he was all right, and then he realized, "Oh shit, I'm handcuffed."
Yeah. It's good though.
He tried to pick up a chair, but it's like so awkward trying to pick up the chair when your hands are kind of stuck together.
Yeah, it's like that's not gonna work there, Roman. It will. Don't worry.
There's something happened between Kane and John Cena as well.
Yeah, John Cena came out again and kind of essentially the same promo he come for the last 2 weeks, and
it's definitely happening now. Then,
definitely. Yeah. And then what was silence, and Kane just came out and gave him a chokeslam, and that was it.
I suppose they need to line up some sort of a feud to do on the live shows.
I don't even think that's what it is. I think it's just like we don't want to have the Undertaker reveal this week. We'll have Kane show.
when exactly are they going to wait for the Undertaker reveal? Because
they'll do the same
They
thing.
can wait
again.
a month.
do you know what? In all fairness, they could probably do. They could probably actually do it until he appears at WrestleMania. You could have it actually where just John Cena goes the whole way to WrestleMania, goes out into the middle of the ring. Right, look, I'm here at WrestleMania. Just waits for him, and then just Undertaker can just.
It reminds me of the Bray Wyatt one though. Like Bray Wyatt did all the talking. Undertaker didn't show up. They'd ring the bell or his gong, or they'd have like these people, the Druids, show up or whatever. But they didn't actually have him on TV. So I think they're doing the same. Just gonna have John Cena do all the talking.
See, with Bray Wyatt, at least he had like creative ways of doing his promos, like coming out of the casket and all that shit.
Yeah, that was the thing I just remembered. Yeah.
When it comes to John Cena, he has done the same promo for the last 3 weeks, just with different words, like in the sense that there's been no change in it really. Like it's just very fucking annoying.
True, but it gets a good response out of the crowd.
Did you hear about the other big return? The other big superstar, emphasis on big, that got cleared to come back. I should have really ended it with that, but still.
Yeah, it probably should have. I don't know. There's a few of them that are out at the moment that could be on their way back.
Well, put it this way, it would make more sense for him to be Braun's tag team partner. And
are you talking about the only Samoan in the world that doesn't do a headbutt?
No. And he's 7 foot tall, and apparently you couldn't teach that, but
big cast.
He's not even 7 foot tall.
Yeah, he's like 6'7" or something.
Don't.
Fucking hell, like it's not even like where like it's close and they can just flip it. He's like about 4 or 5 inches off of it.
Alex, this is what Nakamura just tweeted out. This is great news. No one needs to wish anymore. They can see it with their eyes. Hashtag Nakamura versus Bryan.
Oh, it's happening. It's fucking happening. We're getting Nak and Daniel Bryan. Oh my god.
Oh wait, that means assuming Nakamura wins at Mania, then Daniel Bryan versus Nakamura will be for the title. I'm glad I said that just for the gasp.
Like, oh my god. I don't want Nakamura to lose his title straight away, but I don't give a fuck if he loses it to Daniel Bryan. Like,
this is the one. This is grand. I'm okay with this. Actually, this is not wrestling news, but it's still to sort of do with Vince. He announced the XFL was coming back.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. The person who did the documentary on the XFL for ESPN, Dick Eversall's son, is now doing his own football league called the Alliance of American Football. It'll debut next February, 1 week after the Super Bowl, because that worked out very well the last time for the XFL. And it'll air on CBS, 1 game a week on the CBS network. All of the games will be broadcast on the league app, which will include fantasy play. The league,
shit like that can survive these days, where you have apps that hardcore fans can go and pay money.
It's been run by the old NFL general manager as well, so they've got some fucking. Right. The players will be managed by former Pro Bowl Pittsburgh Steelers safety Troy Polamalu. And the team will be guided by some USC fan. The fuck. Dick Eversole is actually involved in this one too. Dick Eversole is actually involved in this one too. So yeah.
I would say happy at that news.
Where it was probably going to get repackaged because of this.
Oh.
Either he will just kind of have a skin change.
Return as Husky Harris.
That was the only problem I had with last night. I kind of had this idea in my head that he was going to just come back as Husky Harris for just a second. Yeah. And he didn't. I was kind of like...
In all fairness, it's quite hard for him to come back as Husky Harris while he still has the long hair and massive beard.
You could have got around that. You could have just had him in all the fuck.
Chat away.
But can we just get... I'll just go on to the deletion match as well. Because that was... I didn't know... Because I said this on the thing last night. I didn't know... Did they fuck it up? Or my expectations were too high? But then looking back on it, they actually didn't fuck it up. They just did... They went balls to the wall with it. Without giving away too much.
Yeah.
They pretty much done the WWE version of the TNA version.
Yeah, and it was grand because they didn't do too much, and they don't need to do too much because if he does another couple of these matches, they can just leave the mayhem out as you go along, like.
It was also nice. It was also nice for Jeff to reappear for a moment.
That was good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It'll never be as good as before.
We have said this contains spoilers because technically this is posted in the forum and we're breaking the no spoiler rule within 24 hours.
What is Amy actually going to ban her 3 favorite members?
So ban me and you. Give Dan a warning.
Yeah, actually, this isn't a great idea. But anyway, fuck it. Nobody watches it anyway. It doesn't really matter. If somebody complains,
yeah, pretty much.
It's your own fault. The title of the video told you to not watch anyway, so yeah.
But yeah, he might be getting repackaged. It looks likely that's going to happen. So
I can't understand why they're going to repackage him. They just fucked him up royally.
What I'm saying,
Dave Meltzer
bring
said
back the NXT version of what that character was, which was against the Machine, Cult, Madman.
Yeah, I genuinely do miss the Hawaiian shirt wearing white. I actually bought a pair of white trousers because of that Bray Wyatt.
That is dedication.
I think they were going for like €3 and pennies, but still, I have a pair of white trousers.
Not bad. So do I.
Did you actually hear what Dallas got from this?
Who?
Dallas didn't even get to see it.
Oh yeah, the people in the venue didn't get to see it.
Like, yeah.
Like, imagine going there fully expecting, like, oh, damn, I've seen an Ultimate Deletion match. And then, like, time goes on, and you're like...
Well, they didn't just show it on the screen because it was all pre-recorded, like, it wasn't live.
Apparently, no. They got an Elias squash match, a Kane squash match, and that Ronda Rousey segment with Dana Brooke.
Where
what?
Ronda Rousey looked awkward as fuck trying to do the move.
No, whoa. Hang on hang on a second. They were perfectly alright to show one half of Raw, the other half of Raw on a screen a couple of weeks ago for the 25th anniversary. But when it came for one match at the end of Raw, they couldn't just go, oh yeah, I'll stick it up on the screen there for you to watch.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Are they really...
It's fair enough. I'd be super pissed if that happened. Like, super fucking...
Like home though, at least I suppose. Like the one thing I want to see didn't happen. Ah, sure, I watched it on the telly. Grand. Yeah, no, I don't know. It was decent anyway. Like, you can never have a bad match like that because it's so different. So people will always watch it and kind of like it.
The only problem I had with that was the way Michael Cole introduced that match.
Apparently they did that. So if it was shit, that was their way of saying,
"Here, we told you."
They didn't fucking have anything to do with it.
It must be because it isn't the whole thing that like Vince has given like the whole creative control to Matt. So basically, Vince is like, "See, look, I had nothing to do with this. It's all him.
Sure, why not? You know.
Well, it'd be interesting to see now how the YouTube views on it will do.
See, I told you earlier that they upload it in like 6 parts, and the final bit where they throw Wyatt in the lake had about 700k, but everything else only had 100,000 or so. So like the last bit's doing well, but the rest of it isn't.
That's interesting. Suppose like if you were to watch it from start to finish, you could pick out good bits. But the whole is, I don't know if you're going to go and watch specific parts of it. You might watch the start of it and then watch the end of it. But I suppose a lot of people are going to miss the bits in the middle then.
No, I watched it all. Well, as much as they uploaded to YouTube, I don't know how much of that was, but like, I watched it. It was alright. Like, if my lack of enthusiasm doesn't say anything about the match, then I don't know what will.
Like, the match didn't
have a problem with the match.
The match didn't have the same effect as like the other ones. But I think because the other ones were done for the very first time, it was like it's better.
But the other ones had like references. It was tongue in cheek. This one was high production. This is part of a storyline. You have to pay attention.
It didn't even look that bad. It looked like, you know, it was WWE production, but you still knew that like, you know, this is still Matt's thing. Like he was the one that
the drones and everything.
Yeah.
The little touch I liked that Rebby was playing Bray to the ring.
That was good.
Yeah,
Rebby
was a nice little touch. Like
she's a very outspoken person.
Oh, yeah.
She would be dangerous on the mic in a WWE ring.
Away from that, I don't think she would be dangerous on the mic. I'm just talking about more of her social media presence. There must be something there with them saying she can obviously be on this, but she's got to really tone down calling people cunts on Instagram. But then again,
was it on Rusev's Instagram that he was live streaming and Ryback left a comment for him?
Yeah, he was about to put over his company as well, and then Ryback just was like, fuck you. Okay. Why?
I just love it. He's starting to read out the comment, sees what it is.
Okay.
And Lana's like, "Oh, what do you say? Oh no, you're getting banned. You're banned. He's ruined it for everyone. It's over. Bye."
Ryback is just—he's one of those people who like he left the WWE and he hasn't done anything. He's just become bitter,
and he hasn't really stopped talking about them or the people in it.
I don't need the WWE. But I'm going to talk about them every 10 minutes. It's like, this is Alberto Del Rio syndrome. Nobody likes you.
Well, at least,
go away.
Del Rio has, like, if he were to retire tomorrow, at least he has shit going on. If Ryback said tomorrow that he was quitting wrestling, people would just go,
"You still wrestle?"
Yeah. Yeah. They would just be indifferent to it. Like, don't call him out on Twitter about it because he will block you.
No, there's someone I could try.
I did that one time. I said, "Why?" He said something about like I can't remember what he said, but it was around the same time he made those comments that he was supposed to squash AJ Styles at WrestleMania. And I went, "What are you going to do? So bitch about it for the next 6 months?" I'm just bang, blocked almost instantly. Like,
what's the point of it? Like, forget to be bitching about stuff on Twitter and then to block people as soon as they bitch at him. It's just like, yeah, big guy.
The one I want to get blocked by is Dusty Rhodes. But he will block you almost instantly if you mention Black Rain.
You want to get blocked by a dead man?
No, not Dusty. Dustin Rhodes. Sorry, Goldust. Yeah.
I was thinking that was going to be quite hard for you to do there.
Yeah,
that was very good. It was like,
apparently, if you mention it, because it would be cool. Yeah, if you say to Dustin Rhodes about
7, is it?
Black Rain. Don't mention Black Rain.
Black Rain's as well.
He will block you. So I'm kind of waiting for my moment there to bring that up.
He's like, I had a great career. Yeah, do you like the Black Rain stuff?
To be fair, he has a good reason why he doesn't like it, considering the fact that he was fucking off his tits for most of it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, he was just like, without a shame, addicted to probably 10 different things. Shouldn't have been allowed in a ring.
In fairness, he cut some great promos with that gimmick, and then made out that all of his gimmicks in his entire career are from different parts of his head. So he's got multiple personality disorder. I was like, that's a cool fucking reason why you've had 7 and Goldust and the artist formerly known as Goldust and Dustin Rhodes and shit like that. And it all makes sense. So I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's fine then. I don't have to talk all the fuck. Jesus Christ, that was an awkward silence. Oh my god.
My laptop's acting up. I just thought you wouldn't hear me anyway, so I just kind of fucking no point.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss now has to fight
The other thing is the fact that they've announced this information about Daniel Bryan. Is that also one to make more of us watch SmackDown tonight?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. But do you think they have anything planned for SmackDown?
I think they're just going to, like, Shane McMahon's going to come back with something and, like, say he wants to fight him or some stupid shit like that. And then Daniel Bryan's going to go, oh, did you hear about the fact that I can come back now? Fuck you.
What they... Because you know, like, how Cena's appearing on both shows now?
Yeah.
Would they pull the trigger on Undertaker on SmackDown? And how do you get people to watch without telling them Undertaker's going to be there? Hey, Daniel Bryan's been cleared.
That's not going to happen, I think, for the simple reason is that, could you imagine if they gave away... Just imagine a big match being on SmackDown. If they didn't have Daniel Bryan coming back, SmackDown's got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Except for the WWE title match.
And the tag team.
And Asuka versus Charlotte.
Oh,
and
sorry. Asuka versus Charlotte. Asuka, the person who's still technically on Raw, so it's kind of a Raw versus SmackDown match. So in reality, it's not really.
Yeah, so hang on a second. Because she signed to Raw, if she wins the women's title, can she just take it back to Raw and have 2 titles on Raw?
No, apparently, she's just gonna go to SmackDown.
Yeah, they're going to do it like was it the first draft or the second draft when they had to do that? If you won the title, you had to then go to the show that the title was on. You couldn't take the title with you.
Yeah,
because of the whole John Cena thing.
Lads, there's 3 of us on the podcast. I can't be the one here to hold down all the fucking conversation. Jesus Christ.
Whenever I try and say it, and it's unlucky. Every time I try and bring a new topic, somebody else say something, and I'm like, all right, I give up now.
Were we just very quickly talking about the fact that the WWE just was like, let's name a women's battle royal after a sex trafficker, and then didn't listen to any of the fans, and then Snickers went, sure you want to do that? And they backed down almost instantly.
Yeah, that was very, very bad.
Oh, wait, I know what happened. Because WWE was like all, hangry. And then, like, they went like with Moolah. And then they were given the Snickers. And then they calmed down and they're okay now.
Oh my God.
I'm doing the podcast from the side now. Fuck yeah. Jesus Christ, why?
Oh my God.
Do you know what they actually they did that for fucking I was saying another time. They did that for the fans though last week at that Raw. Ronda didn't show up. They all got pissed. They all gave him Snickers to calm down. Not even fun. Sure. Not even full size Snickers. Fun size Snickers.
See, I don't like Snickers. I'd be like doubling them. It's like I'm not getting grousy. Are you giving me Snickers? Nah, just not okay.
But they were white chocolate Snickers, so
like white still, Snickers. That's desecrating white chocolate.
White chocolate and nuts.
Yeah. And
caramel.
I know, Dan. I know. Sickens me too.
I'm sure they're about to do one with peanut butter as well.
They probably do. Like in America, you can get everything just with 10 different flavors. It's as bad as Dairy Milk over here. Dairy Milk has like 20 different flavors, and 5 of them are just different flavored Oreos. Ridiculous. Like you can get a mint Dairy Milk or a mint Oreo Dairy Milk. Same thing. We're just going to charge you more for the other.
They're not all called Dairy Milks though.
Ah, they are though. Aren't they? I don't know.
Well, like you have like Mint Crisp, Caramello, Golden Crunch, Tiffin, Whole Nuts.
Yeah, have the Dairy Milk on the Cadbury's Dairy Milk, another flavor.
That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to visualize the packaging. Damn, I've something. Well, yeah, I suppose it's like.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh fuck! This didn't even get picked up in the forum. 5-Star Wrestling is dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm in total shock. Oh god. That's
Arena.
And
Drew like people is dead.
I didn't find this out from like their official Twitter either. I found this out, well, not like because I don't follow him. I found this out because Rob Van Dam liked the tweet telling people that they're dead.
Poor Jake Hager. Rarely get booked now.
Jesus Christ, somebody goes, does this include the upcoming game as well? And then I'm like, yeah, remember they were supposed to have a game like 4 years ago. I just died.
Oh god, that'd be a terrible game anyway. Because I remember there was like a game for the PS1 years ago, I think called 5-Star Racing. I think I bought it at Aldi.
Mm-hmm.
Says a lot about the game.
Yeah.
So then, if they were to make 5-Star Wrestling,
they've made it twice already, though.
Boy.
Like that's how they got the money to pay Rey Mysterio to appear in front of 20 people when he cost 20 grand to book.
Oh boy.
But doesn't that 20 grand come from like, it's not like you're paying him 20 grand, it's like a couple of things you have to add into it. Like the whole thing is 20 grand or something like that.
No, if they have 20 grand just to book him, and then you have to probably pay for his flight and his hotel.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think it's like 20 grand, and then he like, but it's like it all comes in on the one. So like, you get him first class flights, that comes off to 20 grand. You get the 5-star hotel, that comes off to 20 grand.
Well, then would it not be like? Then you have to buy like a bulk of merchandise off them to sell.
I don't think so, because I remember the person who like leaked that information was like, I basically just asked, could I book them, and that was the initial fee, just for the booking.
But steep for Rey Mysterio, like.
Well, he's a big draw. And that's 5-star.
he's also responsible for the death of some person in the ring.
I don't know. Yeah, that was
come on, that wasn't it.
I'm just sure that's going to affect the value of you.
No, it's going to make him even. Well, if it was Sami Callihan, he'd make it into a gimmick.
No, do you know what it is? Do you know what they could say? This man is so dangerous in the ring. He literally killed a man with his bare feet.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah. Hello, TNA.
Or ICW. I mean, they like to book a lot of people like that.
Right.
I'm eating. That's why I'm not talking.
Oh, of course.
WWE.
If we could try not talk at the same time, that would be great.
It'd be great. Go ahead, Aaron.
I literally forgot what I was going to say.
So can I go ahead with what I was going to say?
It's your time to shine.
Great. I know none of you care because it's New Japan, but Zack Sabre Jr. might just be about to challenge for the heavyweight title.
So none of us really care anymore because now I just muted him.
No, to be fair, probably a week ago, if I'd heard that news, I'd be going, meh.
Mm-hmm.
But that interview he did the last day, the fact that he's bringing logic, into wrestling is just, I love.
Obvious thing I've ever heard in my life, that how no one in the last 25 years of this shit happening has gone, he has a point, is beyond me.
Could you imagine if forevermore in New Japan, they'll all just be lying on a table or something, and they'll go, hang on a second.
Or just have Zack Sabre Jr. come in from the side and go, no!
In this promo before that, he had his manager is Taka Michinoku, and he was like, "Can people stop trying to break Taka? I need him to be able to fucking walk." I'm like, "You are just amazing."
No, but genuinely, if Zach actually just made an entire gimmick out of trying to pick holes in like situations where logic isn't being used constantly, I'd fucking love it.
That's mainly what he does. He goes, "You tried to put me in a submission. I'm the submission master. What the fuck are you doing?" He's just, yeah.
Like, I'd love to see his reaction, like when the referee goes down for like 10 minutes.
Doesn't happen in his matches. He doesn't let it happen.
So I was reading somebody's review there the last day of the Taker Triple H match from WrestleMania 17.
Yeah.
With the length of time that the referee was down for.
Mm-hmm.
From something pretty innocuous, was like a kick or was the sledgehammer? Might have been the sledgehammer.
Yeah, how them like osteoporosis bones or something.
And they did that so they could get away with the match being no disqualification.
It's just ridiculous.
We'll not go back into the WrestleMania mode because we made a full episode out of it last time.
Yeah, we did that the entire time last time.
That was good fun though. I enjoyed that.
It was alright until you got to like the last few manias between.
It's also the fact that we started randomly at was it like
22, 21 or something, wasn't it? We started 17 and worked our way up.
Yeah. It's just so.
Just cause like. There's some painful ones in there where you're just like,
opening up SmackDown.
What?
Daniel Bryan's going to open up SmackDown tonight.
Savage. So we need to make sure we'll have this thing over by 12. Although I can't really see us going for another 3 hours.
Oh,
no,
Jesus,
I don't.
Like once I'm done talking about contenders, that's it. We're pretty much done.
Yeah. I really want to talk about this.
I mean, the last contenders, that was great.
Dave Meltzer just put out as well saying that rumor going, not the rumor, that the thing going wrong that AJ Styles got injury is completely and utterly legit, but that he's still okay for Mania.
Oh.
As it stands, he's still okay for Mania.
Do you think they'll pull like a last minute change and give us AJ and Daniel?
The thing I hope that they don't do is I hope that they're like not like resting AJ to the point where he can actually wrestle, but not where he's at 100%, and we don't get a proper Nakamura AJ match.
So they could probably do the exact same thing that they did with Angle going up to WrestleMania 19. Don't have him wrestle, beat the shit out of each other, because they can now afford to lose AJ Styles and SmackDown. With Daniel Bryan coming back, they can more than enough. They can lose him now. So leave him off, have the two of them battle each other for fucking 25 minutes to a half an hour on WrestleMania, and he can just fuck off for 6 months or whatever to rehab or some shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine his return then?
He'd probably return to Raw. Isn't the indication that he's going to go to Raw after Mania?
They've been teasing it for ages. Like, there's that whole time when the draft was coming around and they produced the red t-shirt for him.
Yeah. But, like, they were going to send, wasn't it, Seth Rollins to SmackDown to replace him and then have AJ go to Raw.
See, if anyone they could send to SmackDown, it would be Dean Ambrose.
True. But Seth would have a lot of fresh stuff on SmackDown because he's always been on Raw. Whereas Dean Ambrose, he was on SmackDown already. He's kind of feuded with everybody there.
Oh, yeah, true. He was, actually.
Like, I don't want to see him and Dolph Ziggler again. I don't want to see him and Baron Corbin again.
But then if we move any of those, then we're ruling out the Shield reforming again.
The Shield won't be back for a while. If Dean Ambrose comes back, he's coming back as heel.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, no Shield.
We need someone to get fed to the big dog.
Well, the current thing is that he's supposed to be feuding with Seth.
Oh yeah.
So, and I really hope it's not a heel Seth, because we don't need a heel Seth again this soon.
It probably will be. I don't know. Like the way Raw is these days, they don't have solid heels and faces. They're all kind of tweeners.
Yeah, they kind of go back and forth pretty quickly. It's like everyone's Big Show now.
Yeah, the last 3 months, it's really just been kind of like everybody's a tweener, and sometimes they're heelish, and sometimes they're not.
Yeah, Roman Reigns would be quite an example of that. There's times when he has done heelish stuff.
Yeah. And
the next week.
Do you know what I love? When people bitch about Roman doing that, and it's like, Elias is the heel technically, but he does the babyface thing, and then does the heel thing. But I don't hear you complain about Elias. Same with the Miz, same with Braun Strowman, all of them. It's like they all do the babyface and heel thing, but only Roman gets bitched about for it. It's ridiculous.
True.
But I'm sure WWE will amaze us and do a great WrestleMania, as I say, with total sarcasm, because I'm a smarky bollocks. So,
what if Carmella cashes in on Brock Lesnar?
Asuka?
No, Brock Lesnar.
Oh, Brock. Might as well. She's more of a chance of beating Brock Lesnar than she ever does of beating Asuka.
Like, if you just have like Braun come in during the match, beat the Carmella, kind of runs out with her briefcase, and then pins Brock, and then just runs off with the title.
Mark Dallas just put up a tweet about 5-star wrestling, and it was kind of funny.
Oh.
Can't believe 5-Star Wrestling's airtight business model didn't work out in the end. I, for one, am shocked. Shocked. And then a
Shocked and appalled.
Then a gif of the sarcasm detector on from The Simpsons.
Where it breaks.
The very first tweet reply that. But mate, they had TV and stars with a Z.
I remember when Free Sports announced they were having 5-Star Wrestling, the whole comment section was like, this company blamed terrorism for their shows not selling well. They have no actual contracted talent. What the fuck are you doing? And Free Sports were like, oh, just, they have plans. Just let them run the shows. It'd be great.
No. Free Sports as well. Like, one this was to get Preston City Wrestling, but that fell through, and then they went with 5-Star. Wasn't the PCW the one they were actually trying to get, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was PCW or IPW, one of them. But then, like, if you can't get that, like, get ICW or something, or get Rev Pro or Progress. They can spare talent to make an hour a week of TV. Like, I don't know. It's a bad decision.
Daniel Bryan is younger than the 2 world champions currently in the WWE.
Wow.
To put into perspective of what we actually got on our hands right now.
Yeah.
So many matches.
Nakamura is like 36, 37.
He's 38, isn't he?
Maybe.
He's my friend on Facebook, actually.
Who?
Nakamura. His actual page, like.
You bastard.
I added him because I said I added all these random wrestlers, these indie wrestlers that I don't know of, just so I can broaden my horizons and like fucking random indies all over the place. And he was one of them, not exactly knowing who he was at the time. And like a couple of years later, I went, holy shit.
No.
Nakamura is 38.
Wow. Daniel Bryan is
35?
Yeah, so even if Nakamura wins, Daniel Bryan is and SmackDown's champion.
Yeah.
Regardless.
This Daniel Bryan news has gotten mainstream attention out the fucking door. Like IGN, CBS Sports, New York Post, just out of the couple that I just looked at. ESPN have picked it up, Uproxx have picked it up, Sky Sports have picked it up.
Damn.
E! Online have picked it up, Metro have picked it up. Forbes have picked it up.
That's also going to get a lot of interest for WWE because it's a feel-good kind of story because they'll go with the whole thing of, oh, he was retired, he was told he'd never wrestle again, and now he's back.
So that's the smart thing of having him come back while he's there, because if Daniel Bryan went to wrestle for any other company, that company would be getting this mainstream news. Like, if he ever went to New Japan, that'd still be big mainstream news. Like, Daniel Bryan comes back.
Wasn't it mainstream news when he retired?
Like, had Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah. Because he was the biggest star. He was one of the biggest wrestling stars in the world at the time, then. Like, he was arguably the biggest star in WWE. Arguably still is.
And he retired?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
On another note, guess who else he's younger than?
Who?
By about a year only.
Who?
The Miz.
Oh, damn. He's actually really young. Like, for a guy who's retired twice and been so beat up, he is so young.
Yeah, that kind of makes his retirement speech a little bit sadder.
And even, like, he could face the Miz soon. Miz could lose that IC belt and go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Hey, you know all that shit you were talking about me.
Guess who can kick your face in? This guy.
Actually, I can't wait for that for Daniel Bryan to like send me
We might get
big
Daniel
promo.
Bryan versus Finn Balor in a WWE ring.
Yeah, like I've watched their independent stuff. It's quite interesting.
Now will be even better. Fucking nearly a decade of fucking experience. But oh my god!
And if we can have Finn coming out to Brass Monkey again, that'd be great.
Wait, that's the song Mike Bailey.
I know. That's why I was like, "Hey, hang on a second. Finn used to use this."
Did you ever see the old pictures of Finn back when he had like the bleach blonde hair, and you're like, you went from a school shooter to like Brad Pitt.
This is the Miz. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Daniel Bryan's been cleared. Yay.
Oh my god, I love him. He's so fucking good.
I kind of just want to see if what's his name, Ciampa. I'd imagine he might have something to say.
Oh yeah, his Ciampa on Twitter is just amazing.
He'd be like, "Somebody's been cleared to return."
And it's not Johnny Gargano. Oh,
he gets Johnny Gargano versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh my fucking god.
What if Daniel Bryan joined 205 Live?
Wrestling in a Triple H regime. Oh my good god. Him and Cedric Alexander. Him and Kenta. Him and Kenta. Fucking him and Roddy. Oh my god.
There's so many fucking dream matches that we did never most never really expected to fucking happen, and now it's happening, and it's just like you can face fucking Pete Dunne, fucking all the cruiserweights,
all of them at the same time,
all at the same fucking time. A 5-hour 2-night fucking gauntlet match done by Vince McMahon, who doesn't get wrestling.
That should be WrestleMania next year, actually. Just a 5-hour Daniel Bryan gauntlet.
Yeah, he'll do a 67-minute gauntlet match.
Yeah, do some intergender stuff as well. Just have him face Rousey and Charlotte and shit, and just have them beat the shit out of him. Grand.
Right. I think I did say it in the comment section about like, what if this was all a giant work and really Daniel Bryan was actually grand the whole time, but he was taking time off so he could be a parent?
Hi George. Hi. What happened here? What sort of device are you using to take over Dan?
There is a very, very small possibility this might happen. But The Miz is in the same building as Daniel Bryan tonight for the Mixed Match Challenge.
Why is Talking Smack cancelled? God damn it!
Oh my
God. Why is what cancelled?
Talking Smack.
Oh, Talking to all. Ah!
Show up randomly and gate crash.
I'm just saying he could very easily. Daniel Bryan could do his promo, and then The Miz just shows up out of fucking nowhere, or just stands at the top and just looks at him, or something, fucking anything.
I mean, we'll have to see it play out tonight, but I'm gonna stay up and watch the first few minutes of SmackDown, and then when Daniel Bryan leaves, I'm gonna go to bed. But I am gonna watch.
SmackDown is 2 hours long and it's starting at 12. You can't see it at 2 a.m.
So,
what time you work at?
What?
What time you work at tomorrow?
I start at 1:30, so I have to get up to like.
I once watched the longest WrestleMania of the last decade and went to work 3 hours later and 2 hours sleep. Don't be a pussy.
I've slept so little over the last week that I need all the sleep I can get. I'm on midterm. Midterm is for sleeping. Fuck wrestling. I want bedtime.
You need a break on your break.
Yes, exactly.
Fucking millennials.
In fairness, I was okay, but then the wrestling on Sunday just destroyed me. It's like queuing.
Don't come up with excuses. You're young and you're vibrant. Me and Amy have been suffering from 2-day fucking hangovers from going to the lash for 2 days.
And whose fucking fault's that?
It's Paddy's Day's fault. It's St. Patrick's fault. He never should have got rid of the snakes. Then we wouldn't have to celebrate him and all get drunk.
That's a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
If we had more snakes, we wouldn't be drinking as much.
That's true. We'd all be afraid of the snakes.
Where have I heard that name? Snakes.
What?
Random reference.
Oh, right. So, Aaron's going to interrupt us anyway by seeing something on Twitter, as he always does. But
yeah, of course he will.
Irish wrestling is great right now because Contenders happened, and every young fella and young one on it is just amazing, and they're getting over, like really over.
And damn, they should.
Yeah, that's true. They're finally getting a chance to show their talent on a big stage, and it's really working out for them. Like that reaction to LJ winning the title off Martina was fucking amazing.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Cause it was like LJ is probably the best of the Contenders, but to have him win a belt already,
it's a big thing to give him.
Yeah, but he deserves it though. He's so like he's the most well-rounded of all of them. To be fair, and to be fair, like
the only match I've seen live of his is the one with Trent.
Yeah, and he was
really
great.
Good. Really good.
And the first match he'll be in for the gender-neutral title is a 4-way, so he can be protected enough in that. So
this would mean that we're not gonna get Pete versus Martina anytime soon.
Who knows? I mean, they might scrap it out in a bar over in New Orleans on a night out, but we might not see it in a wrestling ring. Well, to be fair, Martinez has been booked over in New Orleans, so one of them companies might just randomly go, "Fuck it, let's do it."
Anything can happen in the No World Wrestling Federation.
That's true.
Could you imagine if RTT try to do this match? They get fucked over by the goddamn snow, and then somebody else takes their thunder on just some random fucking show during the WrestleMania weekend.
Sickening. But like, to be fair, what was it? Riptide booked it first, and then OTT booked it, and basically went,
this match is never destined to happen, is it? It's never meant to happen, this match.
No. To be fair, Riptide only didn't go ahead with it because OTT booked it, and Pete and Martina went, "We're going to do it for OTT instead of E, no offense." But it was meant to be on the same day. Both companies booked it for the same day.
Genius.
Yeah. Because Riptide is like a great little company. It's really fun. They just don't give a fuck. Watch Riptide. You know.
And where will you watch Riptide?
I have their own on-demand service on Pivot Share. I checked out a show or two of theirs. Like, they do it, the way they shoot wrestling is completely original because they do it this real like action movie style where the camera is always moving. And the venues,
I've heard about this.
And the venues they run in are always really cool. And you know, they darken it down and it just looks like a fight. It's really good. So I quite like Riptide.
Right, I'm just seeing all the fucking comments under our video that I did not see before.
What?
There's just a couple from a streamer elite, which I think is Andrew. I think.
Who?
Is that not Alan?
I don't. Alan, yeah. I don't know. Whoever it is, just fucking say it.
Or Alien, as you like to call him.
Why? What's saying anyway?
Amy, the one with the sour puss after LT Query won the strapback contenders. Ha. Is he whacking off the mouse? I don't have a mouse. Air cancer confirmed. That's your own fault.
What?
If Nakamura versus Daniel if Bryan happens as a result of AJ injuries, I'd be super pissed. Why would you be pissed at that?
It's a pretty good alternative if the other match can't happen.
That's been a dream match to the fucking internet for what? 4 years now?
A lot longer. Ever since Daniel Bryan showed up in Best of the Super Juniors and people went, oh, I want to see him wrestle more people in Japan.
So they're trying to see a silver lining in something, you know?
You're gonna have to get back to us there and why you think that why you'd be pissed at that. I don't get that at all. Part of me a very small part of me wants AJ Styles now to get injured. Like, I kind of want him to get injured so we get this match as soon as humanly possible.
But the thing is, like, we're not even guaranteed that would happen.
No, that's true. We'll probably get like John Cena, Nakamura, and they probably throw like Dolph and Baron in there.
Yeah, and
you get John Cena versus Nakamura.
No, you get a fatal four-way
for a vacant title,
where they throw in the upper mid carders from SmackDown and shit.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah, Baron Corbin. The only WWE wrestlers whose shirt I own, mainly because it has a wolf on it, and I'm like, that's a cool shirt.
He had a couple of pretty cool shirts.
He did. His merch is always cool. It's like if only the wrestler was better, I'd buy more of his shirts.
I really want to get that Elias tour shirt before it completely goes, because I know they have the new shirts out for him, and I don't like the new shirts as much.
Yeah. To be fair, we should all just be getting Rusev Day shirts. I need to forget everybody else. We need to support Rusev.
I'll buy a calendar. I ain't buying one of those stupid shirts because they're shite looking.
They are terrible, but so are most wrestling merch. To be fair,
I'll be willing to buy a calendar even though it's nearly April.
Yeah, I have 2 wrestling calendars, and it's like, why? I don't even use calendars. They're not even hung up. I just have them.
They're there for the pictures.
That's true. I have Jimmy Havoc's one, and it's just him recreating horror movie scenes. It's really good.
That's just unique, though.
Yeah, well, that's why I like Jimmy Havoc, because it's just he's probably going to scare the shit out of me if I ever wake up at night, but I'm going to have him there on my wall, which is gotten bigger.
Would I read out the statement that 5 Star Wrestling put out? Or
I've seen it.
I can't hear a single word you're saying at the minute because I've taken my headphones off. If you can see that, go ahead.
Would I read out the statement from 5 Star Wrestling?
Go ahead.
Sorry, we fucked up. You're on your own.
No, it's even worse.
Last night at 4 p.m., Jason informed me that he would be closing the wrestling company down and that all future shows are now cancelled. By 8 p.m., he and I put a plan in place to continue running at the very minimum Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham and Aberdeen, with a view of finishing up the remaining dates to see out the company's contractual obligations. That plan has since fallen by the wayside, so here we are. I want to apologise for being cagey last week, or so my communications right up until an hour or so ago. I still believe we would have ended up working these shows, but it's unfortunately out of my control. I am truly sorry this didn't work out. The Plymouth show was a sign of great things that could have been achieved, and I want to thank you all for your efforts on the course of this journey. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Take care, Dan.
I don't remember writing that.
Apparently, as well, not apparently, I saw Jack Swagger put out a tweet earlier saying that his next few weeks were like freed up. So if anyone wants to take him on, and I was like, he must have quit 5-star wrestling then. Because that was like his main source of fucking bookings, wasn't it?
Yeah. But like that and the fact that nobody wants to book him.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to book fucking Jack Swagger. I don't get that. He's the best. He's one of the best fucking wrestlers going.
I don't think he came out of WWE with the same kind of buzz that any of the other people did when they were being released.
No,
like Damien Sandow even had a bigger buzz about him when he got released.
Damien Sandow just fell off the face of the goddamn earth.
Completely.
He went to TNA. That's what happened.
Became Aaron Rex. Was shit. And then just disappeared.
He did a couple of appearances for What Culture, though, didn't he?
I think every wrestler on the planet that used to wrestle for WWE has appeared for What Culture. Them lads are money marks, if I've ever seen them.
Did any of you see any of the newest Cultaholic stuff?
No.
Because in the latest video where they had the punishment for Adam, they were talking about at the end of it that they were going to try and start up a new predictions thing to crown the first ever Cultaholic World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
Like, are they literally trying to start What Culture from the bottom and build it back up just under Cultaholic?
Well, let's be honest. What Culture might not admit this, but Bar Adam Pacini and Simon, they have what was the main reason why everyone watched What Culture in the first place. Like, that's the reason why people watched it, was most of that. And I know they lost a good couple of other people as well, and they started their own kind of YouTube things. I can't remember what his name was. So remember the fella who used to do the hashtags?
No.
He used to do the really long hashtags on the videos as a joke. And then it stopped being funny after like 2 or 3 times, but he kept doing it anyway because comedy.
A lot of comedy.
And there's the guy who does Inside the Ropes.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember when they tried to get Vince Russo to write for them every week, but all he did was just spout bullshit? So people were like, will you fuck right off? It was the most thing ever.
Is Wade Barrett still with the Fiend?
Yeah. He's like the GM.
Yeah.
Jesus. Are people still even watching it?
Yeah, because it's free on YouTube, and like apparently there's some good wrestlers on it. So, like Aussie Open are the tag champs, and then they won it off Jimmy Havoc and Primate. So, like, you know, not bad.
Since I watched it, I think the last time I watched it was when they had their World Cup.
Oh my god! Somebody listed out their names because I couldn't think of them properly with Daniel Bryan. I know we keep coming back to this, but because this is still sort of breaking, it's just so Joe Billy Kirkwood, the announcer, the fucking commentator for ACW. Yeah. He listed out a couple of names that he could face: Bryan versus Owens, AJ, Lesnar, Nakamura, Zayn, Dunn, Dane, Galloway, Ricochet, Gallagher.
Can we just say Daniel Bryan was everybody on the roster not named Jinder Mahal?
Adam Cole.
Aleister
Black.
Oh my god. Just in NXT alone, he's got like a year or 2 worth of fucking matches there. Like,
do you know what will happen now? Because he hasn't wrestled in 2 years, he'll be sent back to NXT just for redevelopment.
Oh my god, please.
Triple H must be just going, please, give me a sick one. I have so many things I could do with it for 6 months. Take him back at the Rumble, you can have him for Mania, but just after, please just give him for 6 months. 6 months.
just the end of him. Go on. I won't break him. He'd be grand.
It's times like this when I wish Triple H had more control than he does, because I mean, him booking Daniel Bryan and Vince McMahon booking Daniel Bryan, two very different things.
He is in control of 205 Live.
That's where I'm hoping Daniel Bryan ends up.
Daniel Bryan versus Roderick Strong.
What was Daniel Bryan's last build weight in the WWE? Would he be under the 205?
Was he ever over 205?
I think he was. I think he might have topped off at 205.
Like, there's no way they're putting him on 205 Live, because like Finn Balor is under 205, but he's not going there.
You do know that Daniel Bryan has appeared on 205 Live.
Yeah. They run it after SmackDown.
Yeah, well, still. He's been on 205 Live.
In fairness, though, did they really want to... Well, actually, he'd be a draw for the show.
He's 210 pounds.
200?
Yeah. 210.
Right.
Was that with or without the neck brace?
Oh, damn. We're going to leave it at your comedic stylings.
If only it was good comedic, stylings, we could be a far more successful show.
Yeah.
We could get Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins again.
Ooh.
Hang on a second. The other thing as well from Raw, The Miz calling Finn and Seth by their indie names, and Finn Nevitt, Prince Nevitt.
Prince Nevitt, yeah.
And then Michael Cole was going to call him Prince Devitt and stopped after Prince, and there was the longest silence in the world.
Yeah, there was like a silence of a good minute or so, like before somebody said anything.
It's like he was like, "Oh, fuck, shit, I shouldn't have said that."
In his ear, going, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's Finn Balor.
Ooh, Daniel Bryan could also face Almas. That would also be a nice match.
As I said, literally everybody contracted to WWE right now is a dream match for Daniel Bryan.
But the thing is, because we thought all of these matches were off the table, the fact that it's now possible again, it's like...
At the moment is enough.
No.
It's kind of like he's
roster here and just
with Ronda Rousey, where it's like, I don't care what they do, as long as they do it.
Yeah, against Drew Gulak, that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, I know they could be a tag team, like the No Fly Zone, and where they're like high risk moves are dangerous and you shouldn't do them, and they could be like tag team champions.
Did you hear that? This is going completely off topic on wrestling, but I just want to stop here. Did you hear about that news? Remember that video that came out a couple of years ago? That Scottish fella saying to his dog, "Gas the Jews," and he was getting really excited.
He what?
Remember there was a video came out. It was a fella with a very little pug, and he kept going, "Gas the Jews, gas the Jews," and the dog would get really excited, and he would go hit Heil Hitler, and the dog would even give a Nazi salute. It was fucking hilarious. It was fucking brilliant because the dog was a pug, so it made it even a little bit darker and funnier to me, right? I was like, that's good dark humor. That's funny, fucking like to the bone dark humor. He got fucking arrested and found guilty of being a racist, inciting racial hatred. What in the actual fuck?
Inciting racial hatred on the dog?
Using the dog to incite racial hatred. You don't ban from owning dogs and everything.
In fairness, you don't record yourself saying shit like that, which is...
It was a joke.
I'm sure the people who are Jewish who watched that video out of context didn't think people are too sensitive these days.
It's a pug going...
Here. They probably went and crucified pugs after that.
literally stating facts is offensive these days. So I can only imagine how people reacted to that man and his dog.
Daniel Bryan versus Neville, who's still technically contracted by the WWE, so
That'd be a good way to tempt him back.
oh yeah, it will be.
See, now I'm sad because it's like we're gonna see all them dream matches in the WWE, but he has so many outside of it as well that I want to see.
Samoa Joe. Ooh.
You do remember what Samoa Joe did to Tyson Kidd?
I don't care. Make that his last one. Get all the other 3 matches out of the way first, then put him against Samoa Joe. If he's injured, fuck it. Oh well. What can you do, huh? That's kind of it.
What?
Victor looks shocking these days.
Who?
Holy shit. Victor from the Ascension. Looks shocking.
Oh,
Looks super.
Yeah, I
thin.
still can't remember which one's which.
Victor's the skinny one. What are the two of them?
he's like really old though. He's like 40.
Is he?
So
Damn.
yeah, like them lads were in developmental for so long.
Oh, that was another good one. Him against Walking Matt Hardy.
Mm,
It's a good match. I wouldn't see a feud out of it, but I could definitely see a fucking good, fun fucking match
Well,
there.
depends because like Matt Hardy is very hurt and can barely walk most of the time these days. I don't know. I think Daniel Bryan needs to be put in the ring as somebody who can move and bump for him and be agile.
Oh, actually, Joe, I did this week because I may have got a little bit excited with the Avengers movie coming out. I may have bought the tickets 6 weeks out.
Oh,
for like that superly big fucking IMAX screen that they have in the cinema near me. That big fucking curved 50-inch fucking TV thing. Sorry, the big curved 200-inch fucking TV thing that has no right to exist. But I was like, if I'm seeing this fucking movie, I'm paying €20 for a cinema ticket, which I did.
IMAX is May. I'm gonna go and watch it for $4.50.
I don't do it with these movies. I never play back my tickets. I never do any of that shit. I'm like, this is the Avengers. This is the one I've been waiting.
Is it
10
a
fucking
midnight
years
showing
for.
at least?
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
midnight showing. Fucking in the biggest cinema screen in Cork that I know of, or one of the biggest ones in Ireland. And
That's the only exception. Like,
I have a spare pair of pants with me, just be on the safe side.
insert Lonely Island video here.
Thing is, as well, I actually was like, I haul off like I usually do, maybe get my week out. That's usually what I do. Every time I went onto the website, the seats started going, like slowly getting picked away. The back was getting picked away, and I went, I have to get these tickets now. I was dying sick last Monday or Tuesday when I got paid, and went, fuck this, and went up to Mahon myself, where I worked, bought the tickets, nearly got sick on the bus.
Do you know what would be evil? If you're a
What?
person who had so much money in the world, where you go and buy your tickets online for a screening, but buy every second seat.
That's horrible.
I
I need to get all the money in the world and get this shit done.
Could you imagine doing that for an entire cinema? For every single showing?
Oh,
Nobody can sit beside each other.
Just
Thing is,
cardboard
people-
cutouts of you on every seat just going.
This is like, if you see two people sitting beside each other, just go over to them going, I think you're in my seat. And just sit in between them.
But you were just sitting over there. That what my ticket says. Hmm?
Like, I don't. Have you seen Mindhunter on Netflix?
No.
There's like a bit where like they're flying and they're like there's like a three seats for the plane. Two of them are sitting beside each other, and this guy comes over going, "Yeah, you're in my seat." And I go, "Yeah, it's the middle seat, but I'm okay. I'll take the middle seat." He's like, "No, I want to sit there." So he sits in the middle of the two of them, and then to annoy him, they start passing back and forth like evidence for like different crimes with very, very graphic images of crime scenes. And he's go, "I'd like to move now." He's like, no, that's your seat. You stay there.
Oh, okay. Not as fast.
Oh, I know you love me bringing up the fact that I listen to Bruce Pritchard's podcast, but this might
tweet
be
about him where you were like, "Will you get your lips off of Triple H's ass?" I was
yeah,
like,
because there's a running gag on the show, right, where every time he talks about Triple H, he never shits talk. What?
like you were probably piss drunk and after
I wasn't.
Pritchard,
I wasn't.
going, get your lips off of Triple H's ass.
No, listen. There is a running joke on that podcast that every time he brings up Triple H, Conrad Thompson always goes, "Get your chapstick ready." That's all you hear in the background when he talks about him. So when I knew we were getting to WrestleMania 19, I realized the match that was coming up, which was him against Booker T. So I'm like, he surely cannot defend the "you people like you shouldn't be here" line and the money being thrown at them and say, "Get a towel, boy." And all there's no fucking way you can say bit racist. I admit that it was a bit racist. His defense was, well, it was more just, he was a WCW guy who just happened to be black. And I'm just sitting there going, I loudly said for the whole house to hear, "Fuck off!" And then we got, then what? This was the worst thing. We got into the match, right? We add in all the different fucking things, all the different finishes in that match. The multiple super kicks to take down Chris Jericho, the multiple fucking rock bottoms to take down Stone Cold, the multiple F5s and shit to take down Kurt Angle. It took one pedigree in the 23-second fucking delay for him to crawl his body over to beat Booker T, and Bruce Pritchard went. I see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
This is why Booker T left.
I stopped listening to the podcast.
Over this.
I stopped listening to the podcast and went, I need to take a minute to I was fucking like, surely you cannot be serious, yeah? Surely not. No one can be that fucking dense that I cop on to what you're saying now. I was one of the tame ones as well. People replying to that fucking tweet. It was fucking ridiculous. Go on, yeah.
Right. What's next in the agenda?
I don't think there's a lot up. See, although the news that broke was big, but it wasn't like a lot of it. So,
well, we haven't done that since Fastlane. Fastlane happened.
Can we point out as well that we probably have the full WrestleMania card now? We can at least predict the last couple of matches that are going to be added to it. So you might as well start with your predictions now, because this is going to be.
Are these though open to change now because we're so far?
You can chop. There's a bit of leeway. You can chop and change all of your predictions about an hour beforehand. We say.
Oh God.
Oh, that's fair.
Actually, we'll chop and change up to about the time we all get in to Buskers.
No, what about before NXT? Because what if something happens on NXT that then ends up having an effect on WrestleMania?
Right, you can do anything. You can do whatever the fuck you want, right? Up until the point that we all get into Buskers. You put it into an envelope or whatever the fuck, and hand it to me, and I'll give it to Rachel, and she'll take care of him. So then no one can fucking do anything to him in the meantime.
Rachel will take care of them.
Yes.
Rachel will take care of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely no chance for that to go wrong.
Oh, nothing can go wrong there.
It has been very sarcastic and slightly agitated the last 48 hours. I don't know. We don't know what's wrong with him.
What do you mean sarcastic? What have I been sarcastic in the last 48 hours?
You are now doubting Rachel's abilities to
I constantly doubt Rachel's ability to be fair and impartial.
See, the thing is as well, she won't do it because if she knows I lost, she definitely will not touch it. And you'll know I lost because she'll probably sit there laughing her fucking ass off the entire show when she realizes where the results are going.
Yeah.
No, first she's not necessarily going to know what's in each envelope if we all.
But she'll know my results. True. She'll know my results.
Yeah. You will be asking for help.
Actually, as well, what would be easier for you, for us to film us doing? I'll take this. I'll do this at the end. Yeah, we'll do this at the end, so no one gets to hear it. Yeah, I think that's kind of it on. I think we're kind of done with the news.
Anyway, before you interrupted me earlier, the American Starburst ads.
We're not doing any conspiracy theories unless the four of us are on.
No, but this is Starburst. I'm not even going to start up conspiracies. I'm just saying, have you seen any of the ads for Starburst?
No.
I don't think I have, actually. I've never seen
Starburst ads are quite interesting with their theories as to how they get the juice into the juicy fruits, opal fruits, Starbursts, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
They were never called juicy fruits. That's a chewing gum.
That's the chewing gum.
Yeah, opal fruits. For all you people over the age of 23.
23.
I don't know, I'm just kind of going for a vague age because...
Yeah. Don't want to signal anyone out, you know?
Well, I have. Basically, if you're under 23, I'm basically saying fuck off, you won't know.
Yep. Cheers, Dan.
Like, do you know what opal fruits are?
Nope. Haven't a clue.
They are what Starburst used to be called.
Ah, I thought it was the Opal car makers were trying to branch into a different market there for a while. Make fruit flavored sweets.
Hold on now a fucking second. How in the actual fuck do you not know what opal fruits are?
Because he's below a certain age. I've just explained this.
You literally missed the whole...
Fruits is round.
You missed the
They're
whole...
called Starbursts. They're not called opal fruits anywhere. They're Starbursts.
Oh, God. Aaron.
1 second now.
They haven't been opal fruits since like the early 2000s or late 90s.
These are Starburst.
Yes. Opal fruits are what they used to be.
The square fucking things.
Yeah.
Opal fruits are the fucking circle things. Are they the same fucking thing?
No, they're not.
Opal fruits are fucking round.
Right.
No.
I'm going to Google it here now. You want to Google it at the same time so we can both see the answer at the same time.
Oh my
God. Opal fruit. That's not even the fucking right answer, Google. Fuck yourself. Wait.
There is a picture showing the evolution
Oh, Jesus, they look the same.
I'm thinking of something fucking else.
Yes, you are.
So the fucking circle ones.
No.
The mints. Fucking
Polos.
One.
Polos?
Polos. That's what I was fucking thinking of. Jesus Christ.
They're not even anyway similar. Starbursts are chewy fruit sweets. Polos are hard. They've got a hole in the middle of them.
Oh my god, he's a dope. Oh my god.
Now who's wrong?
There's a reason why this is the TNA of podcasting when it comes to the big Irish ones.
Oh god. Oh, that packaging. That packaging. Like, if that doesn't bring up memories, I don't know what will.
I don't really remember them as Opal, to be honest.
And what age are you?
25.
Grant, I need to scale up me time frame there. Anyone under the age of 26 will not remember these.
Yeah, I just maybe they were wrong, but they would definitely change before I yeah.
Why the hell did they think Starburst was a better name?
Because they are.
Yeah.
I'd buy Starburst before I'd buy Opal fruits.
But the whole thing is, like, Starburst, it's like there's nothing to suggest anything about fruit-flavored sweets. Whereas Opal Fruits has the word fruit in it that lets me know it's going to taste like fruit.
Burst of juicy, sweety sugar.
Well, actually, they're called
Sugar.
Starburst Fruit Chews. That's the actual name of them.
See, there you go.
Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah. These got phased out in 1998.
98? That wasn't too far off there. The late 90s, early 2000s.
So, yeah, basically anybody who is 20 will not have known Opal fruits.
And you are?
20.
I'm not dopey.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Right, this has been a fun podcast.
Has? We didn't even
Can we confirm or deny that a special episode is coming in the near future?
We can deny because I haven't a clue what you're on about.
We'll confirm there's going to be a spin-off. How about that? What the fuck was that?
I just had to make sure that was damn thumb.
There will be a spin-off. We can barely get this done every week, so why not add in a third one? I mean, a second one.
I know nothing about this, so I am completely lost. I will be very interested to hear what you're on about.
That enough of a hint for ya?
No.
Fuck, you just call me dopey. Sweet, divine, fucking Jesus.
I have to annoy you at least once, Aaron. It's my job.
Actually, before we finish, because I always like to mention them, the incident that was happening on the Facebook yesterday between two shall I go on?
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
go on, no, go on.
Between the two party holders. That was quite interesting.
No, it's just one side being very, very, very unprofessional, and the other side basically just going, "Will you stop trying to be WCW and run your fucking show? I don't care." So, the outside
Like,
looking in.
they really shouldn't be having to resort to them kind of tactics because, like, well, they got just put on a good show. If it's a good show, people will come.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like they probably know they're not going to get people, so they have to try and do this sort of shit, like to bring attention to themselves. But it's the wrong kind of attention.
Like, they could do it well without having to do that because, like, there's some people that mightn't necessarily like all of the events that go on before the actual main show starts.
Yeah.
So they might want to go somewhere where it's a lot calmer.
Yeah. There's ways to market yourself that aren't just going
Exactly.
and trying to be this NWO thing.
You got to find your niche.
Yeah.
Do you realize that there's a little bit inside me thinks that some of those spastics from that show are going to show up at buskers and cause fucking...
Why would they make their own party and then go, yeah, fuck, we'll not go to our own?
Because they think... Yeah.
Basically what Aaron just said.
Anyway. It's like that annoying Jesus Christ, what this reminds me of? Fucking when I was inside the club with a lot of fucking kids. And one of them would go, I'm annoying you, and you're just standing there going, can you fuck off? Can you please fuck off, please? And then you just try to keep annoying you. And then after a while, you just got to tell them, please, please, please fuck off. And then they don't. And then you eventually just snap and kill them. What?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. We were just on about that.
What? Oh, yeah.
No, nice.
Accurate.
Alex is wrong, by the way.
That's my gimmick, lads. Do you know? I have a streak to uphold. So, Aaron.
Yes.
Now is the time where you tell us to wave.
On to
1, 2, 3.
Hey!